Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Denver, Ole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Covington against Jokic, and stolen by Murray. Here's the break. Here's Bol. Shoots over Covington, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Lillard. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Nurkic with it. Now Bol defending. Clock at 6. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Nurkic in the post. 2 points. That one goes.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Outside Porter. Outside for Murray. To the left side wing. Bol the pass to Porter. Poked loose. And so just over a minute and a half played. That's a 2 from Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
No question. Lillard is a shoot-first guard, but it's good to see him focus on distribution.
Murray surveying the D. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Over Jokic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Jones kicks to Anthony. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fires from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Anthony with it. Now Green defending. Got a piece of it. And it's McGee penetrating.
Well, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
It's McCollum on the wing. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Look, he pounces on a chance where the D falls asleep. Easy 2.
Murray outside. Over McCollum. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Cannon. Over Murray. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
And Gordon drops them both. Lillard outside. To the inside, Cantor. Fires for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Gordon, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Powell against Gordon. With the second effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Millsap with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
He wasn't playing that. He was
That was incredible.
All around.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Covington passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Powell kicks to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Show him why on that hoop right there.
The Nuggets leading by 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The feed to Millsap. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Now here's Lillard. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And then Lillard slams it in.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Millsap passes to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Millsap misses.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Dishes it to Powell. Cantor inside. McGee's there. Back to Powell. From outside the arc. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they pick up 2. Dozier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Barton outside. Kicks it to Bull. Murray outside. And a wide open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
McCollum against Barton. Here's Nurkic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Denver in the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? Jamal Murray said. And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Covington passes to Lillard. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Powell kicks to McCollum. Shot from the wing and off the glass. That one's good. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Here's Murray. Wow, hammering it in.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The pass to Anthony. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Portland moving the ball around. But they get it back. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And that one, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum outside. Passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Barton. McCollum, no good.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
There's Porter with the three. Not going to go that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Nurkic. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Shoots over Barton, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Denver leading by 12. Campazzo hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Kanter, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Strong finish by Kanter. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Green, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Lillard scanning the floor. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kanter.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Kanter is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Lillard, right side. That three off the mark. McGee finds Green. Back to McGee. It's stolen by Jones. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Wide open shot is on the money. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
What a performance. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Nuggets leading by 11. Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Bull. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Here's Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaMychal Green, and Porter subbed in for Bart. Murray got a piece of it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Inside. Covington against Jokic. Here's Powell. 5 on the clock. Covington down low. Jokic defending. And it's Simons missing.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Pass to Covington. It's Powell on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Cantor inside. Can't get it to fall.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Porter passes to Murray. Fires the 3. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 10. Simons surveying the D. Cantor kicks to Powell. And the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Now Covington. Down low. Tries again. For 3. That's a 2 from Powell. And the shot is long. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Porter passes to Murray. Porter kicks to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
McCollum outside. Now the dish to Covington. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Murray finds Gordon. Bob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Right side, Covington. Pass to Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jamal Murray.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Anthony. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly If they just play smart, this game's over.
And it's Murray penetrating. Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Murray against Lillard. Over Murray. Here's Nurkic. The shot by Lillard wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. The 15-footer, and he nails the jumper. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 to shoot.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
Powell, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Doncic. Portland making their last shot. That's to Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And here is Doncic following the 3-pointer by C.J. McCollum. From 10 feet out, the putback, Porzingis on the follow.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Now here's Lillard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And finished off by Nurkic.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic feeling it out. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lillard against Doncic. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Lillard against Doncic. There's the pass to Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Nurkic. Here's Finney Smith. Second chance shot, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Fast break. Here they come. Porzingis passes to Finney Smith. Dishes to Doncic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Jones. Kicks it to Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's McCollum. The offensive rebound. And here is Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. And Jones pulls it down. Outside Anthony. From 15 feet away. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3 from Portland.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. Simons the pass to Cannon. And Cauley Stein over to help. Stolen by Brunson. Hardaway goes in. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Dallas leading by 3. Outside, Redick. Ball's knocked loose. Jones with it. Now guarded by Redick. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Cantor leaving nothing to chance.
Brunson kicks to Redick. Back to Brunson. Redick surveying the D. Clock at 6. Here's Cauley Stein. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Jones. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you."
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Mavericks leading by 4. Hardaway passes to Redick. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the inside. Powell kicks to Redick. And the layup's good off the glass. Redick's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
It's a hand on it, and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Redick for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Tipped away. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. The shot by Lillard wide open. Rebounded by Hardaway.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Outside, Redick. Lillard with it. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He tries for three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 4. Powell, that's good.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Lillard against Brunson. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 5. Here's Brunson. Redick inside the line. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's Doncic missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over McCollum. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
He kicks it to Powell. Lillard from outside. Kept alive.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Mavericks leading by 3. Now Doncic. 10 points for him. Yep, it counts. 12 points for him.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Covington.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Lillard against Doncic. The 17-footer. Porzingis can't hit. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's good. This game is all even. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McCollum outside. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And Doncic throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 16. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. And the layup is good. Cauley-Stein's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Jared Jones in for Norman Powell. Dallas also making some changes. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Burke comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
McCollum outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Lillard. He's got 8. From deep 3-point range, the shot misses. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Mavericks lead by 4. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard surveying the D. 3-pointer. Connects from 3-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Redick finds Richardson, so it's Richardson with the jam.
This is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Lillard against Richardson. Lillard dishes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And they go to the intentional foul. A different look now for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell, and Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Doncic passes to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's McCollum off the drive. Deep 2 from Anthony. Shoots it up. Here's Jones. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Again, the Mavericks score.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And now we've got the intentional foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Dallas also making some changes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Back to Redick. Over McCollum. The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Redick. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Redick from deep three-point land, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 5. Lillard from deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Offensive rebound, Porzingis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 4. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Lillard against Brunson. Lillard misses. Dallas leading by 4. And here's Brunson. Outside for Redick. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A 3 from Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Portland grabs the miss.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dump that ball? I still can't figure that one out. That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Dallas calls timeout. They lead by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Redick with it from past the arc. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. The sprawling metropolis of doubt and nothing.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now, here's Doncic. To the middle, here's Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now here's Jokic following the miss by Porzingis.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Count that one.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now here's Porzingis following the miss by Jamal Murray. The shot from the low post is good. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now here's Murray. Gordon kicks to Murray. Poked away. Denver passing it around. To the wing on the left. Clock is at 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis to the right side. Dishes it to Doncic. That one misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Down low. Porter passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Porter. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. With the fadeaway. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Knocked loose. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And they double up Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. High foul comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks trailer. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The feed to Gordon. Three-pointer, Martin, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few
selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out, just to.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the power forward position. Here's Green. The Mavericks making the shot. Inside. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Now Brunson. The pass to Hardaway. Looking for Cauley-Stein. He gets it there. Hardaway dishes to Redick from about 19 feet. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Green. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Redick. No points in the game yet for him.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Dozier, covered by Redick. Millsap, great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Now here is Hardaway. It's rebounded by Dozier. The Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And here are the Mavericks now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Redick. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. Green taking his time here. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. Powell finds Redick. Over Millsap. That misses off the backboard.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Now here's Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Left side, Gordon. Bucket is good. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray against Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
From 13, Mavericks with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Doncic outside. Porzingis high post. And it's off the back rim. No good. And a close game so far. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Ball, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Murray outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Barton. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Doncic. Doncic has got 8 points. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Feeds to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Barton kicks to Jokic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Mavericks trail by 3.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Fires from 14. Another shot. Bull the pass to Murray. Shoots over Doncic, and he couldn't. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Pass to Marjanovic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so they foul intentionally.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. That one good for 2. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway passes to Brunson. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The Nuggets leading by 3. McGee trying to break free. Burke grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brunson the pass to Melly. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Burke with it. Millsap on him. And that one's good. Burke.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Campazzo, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the day. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Millsap. Now the pass to Dozier. Six on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a one-point game. Passes it to Kleber. to take the lead, and the layup is up and in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Campazzo, Brunson covering. The kick out to Porter. There's the dish to Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Takes it from 10, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Murray outside. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Bol. Mavericks with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kleber finds Doncic. Over Gordon. And it's Dallas with another.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Murray against Kleber. Millsap dishes to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket for Murray.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Now here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Over Murray. They get it back. Porzingis, second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Doncic against Murray, and the shot goes in.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Kleber. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Martin comes in for Paul Millsap. Now here's Murray.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Here's Doncic.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Murray. Yes!
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. They get a hand on it. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And Denver with a change here too. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Porter. Now here's Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. A reverse. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Richardson up top. Martin defending. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Jokic with it. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
He makes the second free throw, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. To the paint, Nurkic with the steal. Here is Lillard. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Murray, good.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Lillard. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Now here's McCollum. Off target from outside. Murray left side. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Out to the wing. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. To the middle. Covington passes to McCollum. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. And Cantor throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Campazzo, guarded by Powell, and a wide open look for Porter. Misses the three. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell for three. They grabbed their own miss.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. Anthony dishes to Cantor. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And there's Murray on the assist by Millsap. Murray's got 8 points. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Good if it goes. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Damian Lillard told us before the
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a...
Now some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And they'll keep possession. Millsap against Anthony. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Here's Dozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over to the left wing. Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon with it. Lillard picks him up. Up again. It's good on the putback. Aji's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Lillard against Gordon. From deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Denver leading by 4. Aji, good. Aji's got 6 in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Both teams will make substitutions. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. That one falls.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The pass to Covington. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. McCollum, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McCollum's got 6 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Here's Murray.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jokic finds Porter. The 11-footer, and that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 10. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Covington down low. Jokic defending. And here's McCollum for three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Barton right side. On the wing, Porter. The feed to Bol. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell trying to free himself up. Portland again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Barton, no luck. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And so it's Denver in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. Shaq looked... And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Paul Millsap. JaVale McGee is out there with Aaron Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Millsap has the open look. Denver the rebound. Takes the 3. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. The dish to Nurkic. Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Millsap. And Millsap snaps it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Lillard looking around. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Nuggets on D. Feeds to Nurkic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets leading by 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lillard from outside. Outside, Covington. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Dozier. Rebounded by Covington.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard outside. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And another shot. That shot no good.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Here's Millsap. Yep, that one goes. Millsap's got 6.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, Portland with a new 14. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Trailblazers trail by 10. And stolen by Murray. An even 3-on-3 break. And that one drops.
Well, I tell you what, Jamal Murray's so good at rocking his defender to sleep as he's setting up that pull-up jumper.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cantor's shot is off. Denver leading by 12. And Jokic wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Simons surveying the D. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Cantor. For Denver, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Murray right side. Jokic, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
It's McCollum with the drive. And stolen by Barton. Left side, Porter. Barton in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nuggets lead by 10. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Anthony is out there with Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jokic passes to Barton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Sinks the 15-footer. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Lillard against Murray. Out to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Murray outside. The kick out to Porter. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Through the 4th quarter here. Lillard misses. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
Trailblazers trail by 16. It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Porter. Lillard from outside drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Murray against Lillard. Outside Millsap. Denver gets it back. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Denver.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jamal Murray.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Murray. Nurkic with it. So we see Denver get the win here. This was a very strong showing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. To give their faithful fans plenty to cheer about tonight. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Gleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward spot. Here's McCollum, and there's the pass to Nurkic. Fires the 3, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And it's McCollum in the corner. No good from outside. And here is Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Covington. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Doncic against Nurkic. Doncic with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Lillard with the bucket.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Doncic. That one off the back iron and out. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The 3 from McCollum. They get the rebound. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now Powell launches a 3. Powell pulls it in. Thompson with it. He kicks it to Redick. Launches it. The Mavericks rebound. Powell finds Redick. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Jones, the pass to Cantor. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Anthony. Pass to Cantor.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Mavericks trail by 5. Brunson scanning the floor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Passes to Carmelo. And he banks in the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Powell, the pass to Redick. And the call on the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's McCollum on the wing, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From 17 feet out, jump shot is good. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Brunson the pass to CLA Stein. 4 seconds left. And it's laid in by Brunson. 6 points for him.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving his passing.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Redick in at the 2. Anthony with the block. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Back to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, Cantor moves so well with his team. Fluid motion gets him free for the shot.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Zinkas, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Lillard attacking. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Doncic feeling it out. Over to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Nobody near Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he commits the intentional foul. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCollum. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Richardson against McCollum. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's off on the second.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Here's Simons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
McCollum against Richardson. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum finds Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Kleber with his first shot attempt and another basket for Dallas.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And the pass to McCollum. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen it. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Knocked away. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the NBA.
The ownership has been stable, been consistent. Management has been great.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Doncic. Count the basket. Doncic has got 9.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Lillard surveying the D. It's rebounded by Dallas.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Doncic passes to Porzingis inside. Working on Nurkic. Kleba. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Portland called for the foul. For Dallas, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
Kleba finds Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lillard outside. Inside, here's Nurkic.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Doncic right side. The shot comes out. Anthony with the defensive effort. Nurkic dishes to Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
It's Jones on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Redick surveying the D. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Redick for 3. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's McCollum. And the shot is long.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
It's tipped. Pass to Redick. Goes up from the top of the key. Dallas, no good that time either.
He'll be happy that they're in front, but he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that. Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Now, here's Redick. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 3. And yes, it's good.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the wide open shot from Redick drops in the tray. Redick's got 5 now.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
McCollum against Reddick. And it's McCollum off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Lillard attacking.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Lillard against Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Lillard outside. And the 3 off target. Hardaway with it. Jones covering. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Misses the baby hook. Trailblazers trail by 4. 8 feet away. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Brunson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. Hardaway has got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely, and it's in there. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
McCollum against Richardson. Pocket 6. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And shot on the way. A shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. There's the triple. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now an 11-point Maverick lead. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Dallas leading by 9. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the paint. Dallas moving it around. Richardson finds Porzingis. Softly drops in the floater. Porzingis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that's an intentional foul. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Porzingis. Kleba kicks to Porzingis. Lets it go with the 3. Powell pulls it in.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Lillard from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Doncic outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Richardson against Lillard. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Feeds it to Lillard. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The beautiful skyline, and they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now, Doncic following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's Murray with the jam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Doncic against Murray. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Offensive rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic feeling it out. Porzingis finds Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Passes it to Richardson. Porzingis trying to get free. And there's Richardson on the assist by Porzingis.
Oh, the attacking mentality of Josh Richardson right now, proving once again how tough a cover he can be.
Here's Murray up on top. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Kleba with it. Back to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. The pass to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. From the line, again, the miss by Murray.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for locked picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Doncic outside. Richardson finds Kleba. Now here's Porzingis. D right on him. Doncic outside. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Dallas moving it around. Murray against Doncic.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Murray outside. Here's Bol. Outside for Murray. The putback. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good. Denver leading by 4. Here's Jokic, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jokic has got 6.
Now, so polished in his all-around game, I'm not surprised to see Jokic roaring down there on the fast break.
Porzingis finds Doncic. And that one is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Murray. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing some smarts right there. Some good patience in that pick and roll.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that does it for the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
We've got Paul Millsap, Aaron Gordon out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Dozier in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Hardaway. Cauley Stein in the post. McGee's there. And here's Brunson. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Cauley Stein's got his first points in this one.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Gordon kicks to Dozier. Gordon the pass to Najee. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Back to Brunson. Dishes to Burke. And there's the feed to Cauley Stein. Shoots over McGee. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Outside Gordon. Kicks to McGee. Back to Gordon. To the middle. The shot's good from McGee. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
McGee against Brunson.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Now here's Millsap. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Melly. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Trey Burke. Redick finds Brunson. To the left wing. Powell down low. Guarded by Green. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. That one wide left. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Murray. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkus, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic outside.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray against Doncic. And Jokic wide open. He shoots and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
Doncic dishes to Redick. Shoots over Barton. Dallas no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 10. It's 2-on-1. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. There's Porter with the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out to Doncic. They could use a bucket. No good off the back of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Jokic. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Redick finds Porzingis. And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Gordon inside. Kleber on him. Najee. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Shot from 12. Porzingis had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Millsap misses. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Doncic against Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Pass to Kleber. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. Here's Doncic on the money from 12 feet away. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Millsap kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to McGee. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Free throw, good. Jokic.
When you think about the 40th pick back in 2012, Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons. Actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Redick against Porter. The 11-footer up again. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Murray the pass to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bull's got his first points of the game. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Murray against Brunson. Bull dishes to Porter. Takes a 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes in there.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Hardaway passes to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Murray surveying the D. Shoots over Brunson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Nuggets leading by 9. Jokic is out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Brunson finds Hardaway. To the inside, Porzingis drops in the layup for 2.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Murray the pass to Porter. Floats it up for Murray. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Green. Jokic kicks to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. A second chance effort. Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back. Murray against Hardaway. Green breaking loose. They retain possession. Powell with the steal. Redick passes to Porzingis. Back to Redick. Over Porter. The shot by Redick, no good. The Nuggets leading by 11. And Porter, here we go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Back to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Porzingis with the steal. Powell down low. He's covered by Murray. They get it back. Porzingis passes to Powell. Can they get it? And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Murray with it. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
Now that's not bad form there. You don't have to tell Murray twice to let it fly from there with that much room.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So both teams changing it up here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's good.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Doncic against Murray. He feeds it to Bol. The shot off that time. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Burke with it. Now Bol defending. Doncic against Murray. And good that time. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Jokic. Chalk up 2 there.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Doncic offline from the high post. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.